So here are my two chassis with the two bodies that I'm using. The background here, I'll remove the chaser. You got the S15 that came with my Pt.2 Tamiya ready to run kit. This is my first ever RC car. Still love this thing to today. It's not very fast, but all-wheel drive drift machine. I like it. Never gonna get rid of it. Might add some different motor to it at some point. I already did a little hop-ups on the brake calipers and the rotors. Same thing in the rear, obviously. Switched up street style type for drifting with the different style wheels. Haven't really done too much with the camber on them. Kind of left them stock. And then this chassis, which I've been running for the last couple of years. And this is the Sprint 2 from HPI that one of my friends, Dennis, had given to me for my birthday, I'd say about 10 years ago, roughly. It was the first time he came down for Formula Drift. He ended up buying it at the event and didn't want to ship it back, so he just gave it to me. So shout out to Dennis. And I got my work wheels with a huge dish on there from HPI. Running a lot of their tires, the plastic tires. So I do a lot of drifting in the street on the concrete. They chew through them pretty well. I know a lot of the hardcore drifters have different setups. A lot of them are doing rear wheel drive now, but both of my chassis are all wheel drive and just love the hell out of them. Fast enough for me to control the drift, and I do a little bit of I put cones up outside and try to clip them with the rear bumper. So fun stuff. If you guys are getting into it, not too bad chassis to start your drifting with as far as chassis are concerned. Tamiya is probably the oldest. I don't even know if they make that kit anymore. I know the body you can still get in Sprint 2. HPI has so many different styles at this point. I don't even know what they're running, but they work, so why change it up? I'm not a hardcore drifter. I like doing the hop-ups and stuff like that, but I'd rather just enjoy them than to go all out and go crazy with them, except for the suspension. Like this one, this HPI body. It's from Weld Racing. This is the livery that was on there with the robotic samurai. Love the hood. Voltex wing on there as well. This one's from Overdose. Side exit exhaust has been clipped a couple times, so it's kind of like dangling there. I'll have to put new rubber sided tape because sand has gotten in there at that point, but you can kind of see the burnt titanium look that I always go for. This one was backed with a little bit more of a dark metallic, like a graphite gray. I was trying to do the chameleon paint. So this is like the green versus the purplish. It changes colors outside. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can see it, but there's some smudges. I didn't clean it good enough, and some of that grease stuck in there. I love this wide body chaser. I need to do a little trimming probably up here to even it out, but I'm not too anal about that. Put this one aside over here. And here's the chassis. Basic setup. I haven't done anything other than some of the camber adjustments on it. Like I said, I did hop-ups in the back for the calipers and the rotors. Other than that, this chassis has remained unchanged. I did have them up front, but actually one of the wheels chopped up the caliper as it was spinning, so I took it off. I did have a seat mounted here, a Recaro, but every time I'd have to change the chassis, or not the chassis, but the body, I'd have to move the box somewhere else, and they didn't always fit correctly. It was a Recaro phone holder that I used as a seat, and it sat right here, but depending on the vehicle, it didn't look appropriate as far as scale size, so I left it out of there. And then this is the first one that I've ever had, like I said before. basic. This is how it comes in the box. It's actually pre-wired. Tail lamps light up, LED wise. Same thing with the front. I actually cut the front out because I had an intercooler there, but I bashed it into a wall, popped off the intercooler. That's kind of how the wiring looks inside. Pretty simple. And just changed a couple of things. Drive shaft I changed to aluminum. It was plastic before. As far as the turning gear is concerned, I changed those to aluminum as well. Just little things like that. Nothing really spectacular, like I said. Rotors in the front, rear with the calipers with Brembo on it. But tried and true, it works. So why go away from it?
Right here, got some Volk CE28s in bronze. These have a huge offset. Yeah, I glued some rubber wheels on them. As you can see, bronze is really good looking. It's got a little bit of a lip. If I take one of my other wheels, say for HPI, you can kind of see the size difference. Yes, I know the other wheel does not have a tire on it, but huge difference in size. Difference right there, height and width. Here are the HPI T37s in bronze again. Some of the HPI tires that they have, the hard plastic ones, really good for drifting. You see the HPI logo right here. This one does have a smaller offset than the CE28s. And then these actually came with the Sprint 2 car. So also rubber tire, just like the first ones. But as you can see, bigger lip on the bronze ones. Same setup, just different offset rubber tires because HPI Sprint 2 is more for on-road. We know I use it for drifting. Up I have some Bobo TEs in black. As you can see, these tires are pretty worn, but they're still pretty decent. The only thing with these wheels, they're not as strong. So they are made by some off-brand, I don't even know. Found them on eBay for like $6. Got another version of them in highlighter yellow or green. But one of them actually has a stress fracture in it. I'm drifting, not even getting hit. There you go, right here. You can actually see the discoloration. And then there's actually a crack in the wheel here. And then these are actually the same ones as these black ones. They're an off-brand. I had some Volk stickers, so I put them on there. But love the color, just not a very strong wheel. Again, they're only like $6, so Workmeisters. Love the offset. Love the gold. It's like a top secret gold. Chrome lip. I only bought two because I actually did the offset set up on my S15. I did remove one of the tires because it actually fell off. partially, so I just removed the whole thing from constantly being used. As you can see, it's all torn up on the other one. The work stickers are coming off. Like I said, these were my first wheels, XSAs. These are the ones I used in the rear because of the huge lip. And then the Meisters were the ones that I used up front. I just bought these from Overdose Racing. Work Emotions. In like a Tiffany blue. Haven't got wheels or tires to put on there. The next few wheels will be from them. These actually have lug nuts that you put in there. As you can see, the black dots that you see in there, those are actually lug nuts that I had to press in there. And this thing has a huge offset, as you can see right there. These I use for more of a display piece. Moving on. Got some MST, looks like LMs, like an LM rep type of wheel. Nice offset. Love the gold. Actually, it's more of a bronzish gold. And the cool thing about these wheels, you can actually change the offset. If you can see in here, the different slats. And each one of them, this wheel comes out, the center, and you can actually adjust it to give it more lip or less lip. So, pretty sweet. MST SPIs, I think that's what they were. And flat black, huge offset. It's got rubber wheels. This one actually spun off and got ran over by a car because it actually spun off the hub and got crushed. So I only have 3 of them. Kind of like the offset and size of those CD28s. Next one are an off-brand. They actually came with the tires, rubber. I don't think they even have the pad inside of them because I can press in on them. So these are more of a showpiece. Top Secret gold. A little bit brighter than it. Just a generic wheel. Kind of looks like a TE almost, except it has rivets in it. These are my wheels from my S15 that I got with the Tamiya TT01d kit. These are what I started off with, and I immediately changed them out. I want to keep these as like a memento. Love these wheels. MST. Huge lip. Gloss black. Just a generic wheel. Nice concave setup, kind of like the Emotions and MST's version of the Emotions. I actually have these on one of my other cars that you saw previously with the S15. And last but not least, another set of MSTs. They kind of look like blades, but it's like a black chrome. Kind of like what the Inky NT03s come in, like a gloss black chrome. Huge lip. I use these on the S15 as well with the staggered fitment. All right, guys, last but not least, I have the tire remover from MST. Pretty much it comes with 2 bases and the remover itself, with the wheel on like that. When the wheel is on there, on the little base, obviously you'll have a tire, not like this one. You pretty much press this over it, and then you apply pressure, and then they come off. Pretty simple, easy setup, cheap. You don't have to get a tire remover tool. That's really expensive. This was like, I think 10 bucks, maybe less. All right, guys, if you have any comments, if you have any questions for me, feel free. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.